Good day.
Good afternoon, Ronald.
Afternoon.
We'll start, can we, with transfers, and in particular Gerard Deulofeu. Can you give us an update on the latest with him?
I don't know if it's really an update, but okay. I spoke to Jerry, and it's a difficult situation for the player. And okay, if he find a solution to go and to play and to get game time, then it's no problem. But the final decision is by the board of the club to accept yes or not or no agreement.
Has that been the sticking point so far, the negotiation between the board and the club?
Yeah, but did not have any call from the chairman that they agree something for Deulofeu.
How tough is it for a player in that situation?
It's always tough because you're not really part of the team. You don't get a lot of game minutes. Okay, but that's the competition what we have in a team, and then finally people get opportunities to play. Players don't get any game time, and then off. I think you have always to look to what's the best for the club, and second, what is the best for the player. And in the situation of Jerry, is the best is that he get somewhere game time.
There's still a fortnight or so of the window to go. Can we expect any more incomings?
I hope. We are working on that, but only when we get really players in and with that quality to make the team stronger. I don't bring players in to get more numbers, because that is not what I like.
How does the dynamic work between yourself and with Steve Walsh?
It's good. I think we have daily contact. We speak about the team. Of course, he's working hard to get every detail, and also about the scouting, to bring new people in. And of course, in his function, we need to have a good relations, and we need to agree about players, and okay, and that's daily basic our communication.
January tends to be a difficult time to sign players. What's he telling you about the market this year?
I agree that it's difficult, because maybe you're interested in players, and they can't leave the club now. Maybe yes, in the summer. Okay, we can't sign a player what we want now, then we try to sign a player in the summer.
There's been some reported interest in one of your players, Phil Jagielka. Is there a situation that could see him leave this month?
I don't know. It's all about if there is interest for Jack. Of course, he the last few weeks he did not start. But okay, it's an important. He's the captain of the team. But if and that's in general. If players are not happy, we speak to them, and then we find a solution. What is first? Once again, what's the best for the club, and then what's the best for the player?
One of the big interesting talking points today has come from one of your former teammates, Marco van Basten. He's been talking about some of his ideas to develop the game of football, and one in particular is to scrap the offside rule. Do you have any thoughts on what he's had to say?
No, okay. I know a long time that he is really curious about rules in football, and looking to other sports, what, in his opinion, in football to change, what we need to change to make the game better. But okay, we will see what happened. I think the first and the most important, in my opinion, is not to change offside, but yes, to get really important decisions in the game the right decisions, and for that we need technology in football. I think that's, in my opinion, the most important what we need to change, and then we can discuss about offside, about penalties. But okay, it's still football, 4 times 50 minutes. But okay, I think important is to look to different sports what we need to change. But I don't think so that we need to change a lot. We changed the World Champions to 48 teams. I don't think that's really a good decision. But okay, we have people in the FIFA to decide what's the best for football.
And when you talk about bringing more technology in, do you mean for things like offside decisions and fouls and penalties?
Yeah. Key moments in the game. Yes.
Big game, of course, for you this weekend off the back of what was a fantastic result last week. What do you make of Crystal Palace under Sam Allardyce since he's gone there?
It's always difficult for a new manager coming to a new place during the season. You need time. Maybe they a little bit struggling, but they still have good players. They still a physical, strong team. They're strong at home. I think it was really important for them to win the game last Wednesday or last Tuesday. I think it was against Bolton, and we will see. But we know it's a new one. We can't celebrate what we did last week, because you know in football you have to prepare yourself for the next, and the next maybe is still more difficult than it was last weekend.
Other people are celebrating it though, as you can imagine. The LMA naming it Performance of the Week last week as well. How's the squad been around the place? No,
that's always good. You see always a difference in enjoy the sessions, enjoy the day by a win like we did against City. And of course, if you win 4-0 is a big result. But everybody knows that football, you can't stop, you can't wait, you need to go on. And we know we need to prepare ourselves for a difficult one this Saturday.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ronald, there's been a lot of talk about the confidence of Sam Allardyce and whether that's had a dip after everything that happened with England. Not speaking about him specifically, but is confidence an issue as a manager? Is it something you think about as a manager?
No, I think you're involved to give leadership to your players, to new players, and you need time to understand the qualities, to understand the characters of the players, and maybe the system. What is the best system for the team? Okay, you need time for that in football. Sometimes it's difficult, you don't get that time because they are now in a difficult situation. But okay, anyway, with his experience, I think he is the right man on the right position.
You're 7 points behind Manchester United in 6th. How big a challenge is it for you to try to improve on your current league position?
Yeah, okay. It's what we like is to win games, and it starts always by yourself, and don't look above yourself of even the teams are coming back or behind us. No, concentrate what we need, what we like, and how we like to play, and really that is the most important. And then we will see what the final classification will be on the table.
How impressed have you been by Joel in goal, and how do you see that battle for the number 1 spot?
I was impressed by the whole team last weekend, and I think we did really a good job. And okay, we have some positions in the team, maybe with a little bit more competition than we have in other positions in the team, but that kind of decision we need to make for the weekend. We have players back, we have new signing like Morgan in, like Lookman, we have players back from injuries like McCarthy, like James McCarthy, and we have the competition by the goalkeeper, and that's what you want as a manager, and after that you need to make decisions, but that's always what I first will mention to the players.
Do you feel you've got more competition in the squad now than you perhaps did when you first came in? Are you starting to see those improvements?
In several positions, yes, because about the new signings, about the improvement from development from some young players. That makes the team, that makes the squad stronger. Sometimes difficult for other players who not really are involved in the team, but that's what we're looking for what is the best for these kind of players. But I think at the moment we have a strong squad and with a lot of competition, and that's what we need.
And what's your injury situation? What have you got
A little bit the same as last week. The long-term injuries from Dominic, from Mo Besic, of course, from Yannick. Leighton is struggling a little bit with his rib, but okay, normally he will be available for the weekend. No more injuries, no.
So Stecklenburg is fully fit?
He's fully fit, yes.
But would you say Joel's the man in possession, or do you see it now? Do you sort of
I don't say nothing about this because, first of all, last week Maarten Stekelenburg was still not 100% to start the game. Yes, he is now 100% to start, but okay, that's the decision we need to make.
And how's Tom Davis coped with all the attention on him this week?
I hope good, because it's only one game. It's only 1 or 3 weeks that he is really involved, and he needs to deal with that attention. I think it's positive, but of course it's a young player who took his chance in the first team, and okay, the manager and the rest of the coaching staff, we need to deal with that situation with young players, but even with Lookman, all the attention what he got after his first goal, keep them with 2 feet on the ground, and that's the most important. And if we see young players are really not that focused on the game because they think they are the big man now in Everton, then we will do something that we put them back on the 2 feet on the ground, yes.
And just on Phil Jagielka, is he unhappy with the situation at the moment? Have you had to have him?
He's not happy because he's not starting, and that's a good signal. And then what you need to do as a player is fight and make it difficult for the manager.
Okay. Thank you.